Well, we're back. We're back. We had some technical difficulties, folks, but it was right at the beginning, so we're gonna kick it right off. Man, we got a full house tonight. I tell you, we have, of course, we have our handsome, very handsome Rico Moneybags there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And of course, we got Bronze. Bronze. It appears that you may be Rico. So,
Oh yeah.
let
Look
me
at
go
that.
ahead and change
Look
that.
at that.
I'm
As
a I'm
always,
a
we got
stan.
he's
Mm-hmm.
multiplying. Guys, if we didn't have these little types of glitches, we wouldn't be human. Well, I'm not human. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but anyways, we got actually count them three different projects going on tonight. We got four different members. So do the math. Overall, we have project team members both Jamie and Tymor with Exodus. We got Johnny and Lunatics project, and of course we have LoFi, the NFT influencer over at Dreams NFT, showing off his latest collections tonight. So we got a lot going on. So guys, welcome. How is everyone doing tonight? All at once.
Amazing.
Doing good.
Boom.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah, doing great,
You
man.
know, market's looking good. I just got out the movies actually about 20 minutes ago from that Ant-Man quantum.
Okay. All
movie.
right. Tell
Yeah,
us more.
it's
How
pretty
was
good.
that? Not
It was
sponsored by.
it was awesome. I mean, yeah, I was just like, okay, Ant-Man went on another level.
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah,
I feel like
get
it
out.
would have, right? I feel like going into those dimensions probably gets really weird and pretty awesome.
Yeah,
So,
it's kind of like this
okay, no doubt. That's
multiverse.
it. So, guys, let's start there. Let's go ahead and bring up the charts. So, bear with me for a second. We'll go ahead and pull this up. Um, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I am super bullish on this. I am super bullish. You guys can see that, all right? Hopefully you can. Let me go ahead and change the screen so we get a little bit better view of what's going on here. But what we're taking a look at is Bitcoin over the frankly, over the past few months. This brings us back into November, but you're seeing this slow, drawn out, bear, and in fact, it's down. It was down. Right, last year was just awful. Now, I feel like we kind of lived through that. Those in the room know exactly what I'm talking about, and we're on an uptrend. So, I mean, take a look at this. I mean, and we're gonna kind of just I'm gonna blow this down just a little bit, bring it to 4 hours. Well, that's a little weird. Um, so we'll talk to Binance and see what that's all about after this. But if you take a look over the past few hours throughout the day, we've been skyrocketing. Now, healthy profit taking occurred, but I feel like what we're seeing is a pretty awesome uptrend. So now I know that this is not financial advice, folks. Right? I know that this is one of those things which is entertainment purposes, but Rico, why don't you kick us off? What do you think? Are we on an uptrend here? Is this a trap? We going back down? We going back down to 10K, 5K?
No, not 10K, not 10K.
Oh man,
What's pretty interesting is, crypto once again surprises everybody because, CPI reports are supposed to scare everyone. And it just goes to show that crypto has a mind of its own and it can change within the blink of an eye. So, I say as long as we stay within that channel that we talked about last week, which we're in and we're tapping that resistance. I'll bring up the chart. Oh, you got one right there. Looks good. That 25. That 25 mark is definitely that resistance. If we can break past that, it's looking pretty good. I don't see us going underneath that 20 right now, just because we all want this recovery to happen already, right? I think everybody's been pretty exhausted, and we're going to see if the community, everybody who loves crypto, all the crypto enthusiasts can take advantage of this little rally and hold on to, what surprised everybody considering the CPI reports and stuff like that. So, I think we're looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I think that we could definitely have that channel going up, and we're bouncing off of it right now. When you take a look at it, 25 is the current resistance, but we're coming back down. We got to retrace if we're going to plot this out again. Not financial advice, folks, but we're talking about a potential low of around 22. So From there, hopefully we see a rebound or it's going down, right? If you watch Carl, whatnot, there's always that chance. He always goes 50-50, and he's always right. So that's how you do it, folks.
Yeah,
That's how you
no
do
lie.
it. So, so I tell you what, Bronze, what do you think? Or is this bull trap? Are we headed in the right direction?
I think we're heading in the right direction. You know, it's getting to be that higher highs and higher lows. So yeah, we're on that uptrend, just like what Rico said. And yeah, I'm bullish, long term bullish. So,
There you go.
Jaime, what you
There you
think?
go.
Well, Bitcoin has been doing everything that it's, prior cycles have been giving us. History may not, history rhymes, but it may never repeat. So anytime that everybody's scared in the markets and oh my God, panic selling and what's crypto going to do next, and my DMs are always like full of people like, oh my God, crypto's dipping. I'm like, no, this is a healthy retracement. This is the time you dollar cost average. When I dollar cost average, at least, buy the dips when you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally thought that it was going to drop back down to somewhere about 15. That was always my take. If it didn't break the resistance at 25, then it probably should go back down to like 13, 15 thereabout before it actually goes up. But yeah, I'm a bit skeptical about it, so I'm just watching it and see what it does.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, right? It just it could go all the way down. I bet. I mean, not likely. I mean, we've been dragged through the mud for too long.
It does
now.
everything that you don't think it will do.
Well, that's isn't that the truth, right? Right. It's like getting into any new project or getting into Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? It's just as soon as you buy, you know it's going down. Just expect it, and as soon as you sell, it's going to go back up. Isn't that most of the memes that are out there? But LoFi, what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we've been like going through the roughest bear market. Like it's starting to pick up. I feel. I have that hope. I think.
Yeah, I think it's positive, right? I think it's definitely positive, and we have to just kind of. There's nothing wrong with holding on to that positivity. Of course, you don't want to be foolish, right? But anyone that's in the room right now definitely has those diamond hands, and they've been forged. If this was anyone that's listening, if this was your first bear market that you have gone through, you've got those diamond hands. If you're just coming in, you may actually be getting in at a very good low point. Now,
yeah.
could it go down? Yeah, sure. But I don't think it's going to go to zero by any stretch of the imagination. And I feel like we're headed in the right direction. Johnny, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I try to be optimistic. I think if it breaks below 22, it's going to go under 20. But the way the market sentiment is right now, we're consistently trending up. So I think that's a good thing for Bitcoin. As long as certain government entities keep their nose out of it, because they've been pushing really hard. So that can change the market sentiment and we could see a fall.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, right. As far as it's funny because we were talking about this yesterday. I feel like we've been talking about this all week, the guys and myself. And you have that chance where the governments of the world, I call them G6, G7, depending on who you talk to, and whether or not they're going to come out with their own digital currency. I mean, if that's the case, it's going to be a huge disruptor to the entire market space. But I think overall it's positive. It means we're headed in the right direction. I think that, though, when you talk about the governments of the world kind of disrupting all of that, the question is, well, what blockchain are they on? What do you guys think? I'm going to throw that out there. It's kind of an ad hoc. We go to Ethereum. You think the governments of the world going Binance, Polygon?
I
think
think
the governments are going to go toward an ISO 2000-2022 coins.
Oh man, you went straight there, didn't you?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna.
I
have to
think
talk
they're
a lot more
gonna.
I'll say that. That was a little bit deeper. That's good right there. I personally think they'll stick to Ethereum just from Ethereum switching their type of network and stuff like that, and having that kind of control availability now compared to how it was set up before. So So yeah, I think maybe on the Ethereum side, it's most likely the way they will probably act on it.
See, and I
Johnny,
think there'll be more. I'm more anti-government, so I think they'll do their own entire blockchain and over-regulate everything but themselves.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're trying to
Possibility.
label everything as securities and everything is unregulated and unregistered because they want the control. They've always wanted control.
Right.
Well, yeah, yeah, and I think that they got it, and it's honestly, I feel like I think you're right. I think that there is going to have to be, though. They don't want riots in the streets, right? Even if there's only 5% of us out there, 5% of the world's a lot. There's going to be folks that are going to be mighty pissed off about it if in the event that they do something like that. I suspect that you're right, but it's going to be a more of like a slow burn kind of ease into it. Um, but I hear you for sure. Absolutely.
It's funny is because you hear, in the past week or so with Gary Gensler putting all, doing all these regulations, right? But the past couple of days, the market's on the up and up.
Yeah.
It's just you can't stop the man can't stop us.
I think the people are finally sick and tired of them. So it's their influence is decreasing, like their fear factor. So people do take it into consideration, but at the same time, it's like, what's new? They do this every couple months.
Yeah. I think what's unique about cryptocurrency too is like the minute they come up with something, since it is so decentralized, like they did with the staking stuff, all they're going to do is it's like cutting off the head of the dragon. It's like literally 3 more dragon heads are just going to grow right away. So it's pretty interesting. Like when they do things like that, if it was any other type of market, it would have a shock or whatever, where it could probably make it pretty dry for a while. But considering this is crypto and we have so much, in a sense of freedom where we can kind of create things on our own, it kind of just makes us go a different route right away. Obviously it hurts in the beginning or whatnot like that, and some of that news can spiral out of control, but then now you're seeing all these new staking availabilities from other projects and stuff, so it just kind of opens up another door. So it's like crypto is literally like their worst nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, and they're going to want that control back. Let's see how they're going to take it, but in the meantime, I feel like we're in the right direction. We have a lot of control. There's a lot of us out there, and we're growing every day. Now, I feel like, is that going to change? Yeah, it is, but I wonder if mass adoption is right around the corner. We've been talking about mass adoption for, well, close to 10 years, if not more. Started with Bitcoin, right? But didn't ever really take off. We're getting there, and basically we're getting stronger every day. So,
Yeah.
but we got to stick together. This is what this is all about.
Right. And when the like they say, Warren Buffett says, when the markets are fearful, excuse me, be greedy, and when the markets are greedy, be fearful. There was a lot of people that we had that euphoria when Bitcoin and everything was pumping, and that's when we were supposed to start pumping the brakes a little bit and like, okay, these are new all-time highs, and kind of start slowing down. And unfortunately, people wish that they could have bought Bitcoin at these prices when Bitcoin was at 60 some thousand or 50,000, but they didn't take advantage of it. And now, we're having this wave of the newbies that are coming in, and some of the people who have already been around. We're like, okay, we already know what's up. This is our time to shine. This is our time to get that bag, because the markets are fearful. That's when you're supposed to be greedy. And when the markets are greedy, we're going to have this new wave of newbies coming in, which they are very welcome, right? The crypto adoption, that's something that we want. But we always have to understand it comes with, teething pains and growing pains to help people understand how this process basically works and stuff like that. And I got this chart up there really quick before we carry on, and just looking at these support and resistance and some basically some indicators. You guys let me know what you guys think about them, but it's the SAR and the MACD. But on the SAR, we got the dots on the bottom on the daily chart, and this is basically turning into just a range that we can trade right here. Like we said at the beginning, not financial advice, but these are these breakdown areas that if we lose this support, we can go a little bit lower, or if we go a little bit higher, then obviously we'll continue up to, it looks like 32,000 will be that next range up here, right about there. So that's about it.
Well, there you have it, folks. It's either good or it's bad. It's a 50-50.
No matter what, Red
Carl,
here to stay.
There you are. That's right. And Carl, if you're watching, that's free advice for you. If you want to go ahead and put that on your next next clip there. So, but all right, guys, let's jump right into the project. We definitely got a lot to cover, man. I want to go ahead and just tip my hat over to Jamye and Tymor, just so that they could go ahead and talk about the project overall. Gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and pull up your website in just a second, but why don't you start to tell us a little bit about it?
Thanks so much for having us. Really, really appreciate it. Been looking forward for quite a while with you guys ever since we met on Twitter there. But yeah, Exodus is a new project, a new exciting metaverse project. That's been in the works for a while now, and it's actually coming to fruition now. We're currently in a closed beta stage, so we do have persons playing the project. Uh, what we aim for is to be able to bridge the gap per se, let's say, between average players for gaming and persons who just want to socialize. That to me is what the whole metaverse is about, not just for persons to walk around, chill or talk, but to pretty much have it as, let's say, a alternative reality per se. And that's what we aim for and what we try to provide where Exodus is concerned. We try to make it as true to life or real to life as possible, so that you literally feel like, hey, this is me, this is what I'm doing in this alternative reality that I can't do here in the quote unquote real world type of thing. And that's what we've been pushing for. The literally graphics, everything that you see is 100% the game. So it's not like you're gonna see these beautiful pictures or videos, and then you jump in there and it's something totally different or worse. And we have been pretty successful so far. With development wise, we have some of the best Unreal Engine developers. There's some of the best blockchain developers, some of the best artists working on this project, as well as the core team who has been supporting this project, as well as our community members. And our aim is to give, well, personally, me, is just to see, even if it's just one person logs in and smile, that's enough for me. However, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than me, and we aim to deliver. We aim to please.
Yeah, I mean, it looks awesome. What about the in-game currency?
So what we're doing currently is that we're not limiting ourselves to any one currency. As currencies as possible. So let's say you want to use Bitcoin, you want to use ETH, you want to use LUNC, you want to use Lunat token or YoCoin or BNB. You'll still be able to use them within the game. And we intend down the line persons who, I would say not crypto savvy, or they feel that they will never ever, let's say, buy a token, they'll be able to use their Apple Pay or their, Amazon coin or whatever to be able to purchase these things, assets we call them in the metaverse. But in truth and in reality, they're actually purchasing crypto. So we are aiming to be the bridge between all these different currencies. We're pretty close to finalizing things. We currently are able to use with multiple different currencies on our website currently. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we were one of the first projects to accomplish that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely. So let me ask you. So as far as I see that you have the ability to get some NFTs. How do they purchase it directly through you? Can they go through a different marketplace? What does that look like?
Sure. So we try to make it as inclusive as possible. You can purchase it through us directly from our website. You can also purchase it on Atomic Hub. You can purchase it on Nifty Blocks. You can purchase it on Miata, which is a Lunk base um, NFT marketplace. However, when the game is live and you're in there, you'll be able to then purchase as much or whatever NFTs you want through the in-game marketplace.
Yeah. Let me pull up some of these NFTs. I feel like overall, man, this looks awesome. The, as
Yeah,
far as the graphics,
what's the game play like looking like? I mean, it looks like an open world type game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, initially I was going to make it, let's say, a closed world in regards to whatever assets you need to get it through us, or you need to get it from the game. However, we kind of took a little turn for it. You can as well be able to build your own house or redesign the assets that you purchase. You'll be able to build on them. So I would say it's the best of both worlds. The persons who don't want to spend time designing um, their own house, like for me, there's really never a time when actually created something in regards to, let's say, a graphic or so, and I was pleased with it. It's kind of hard for me to please myself. But if I was to see let's say a house, a standard house, I probably just go ahead and purchase that instead of purchasing these, let's say, building blocks or lumber, and then go out there, get a blueprint, and design my own, space.
yeah. Yeah, let me ask you. So, like right now, we're working on a marketplace, and we're kind of bringing in. It's not just NFTs, right? But what is kind of the focus is of course the NFT marketplace. If we were to say partner, I'm just using it as an example. Would you be able to get on other types of platforms as well? Because I mean, the way that I see it, it is just at the software level. Well, just that. It's just rather API. Or are you guys really trying to hyper focus in on your own marketplace?
Well, I do believe that the space is big enough for you know tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of different avenues. I would put it. So we're not trying to just close off things to our own marketplace, because
Yeah.
I have this thing. I scratch your back, you scratch mine type of thing. And we're all without a itchy back type of thing. We're all good. So, and we do have, which is something I should highlight, we do have the ability to read different NFTs from different chains uh, to then input it into our metaverse. So to me, again, that's huge, rather than limited in tongue twister there, just the one chain, and then you have persons who sometimes are like, okay, I don't like this chain or whatnot, just give them the options. And I think it's better for everybody.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah.
I was curious, are you guys integrating full on VR like suits, like mocap suits and stuff like that? Like, are people be able to like run around in their full like body suits with the hands and all that stuff? That's just one
Oh
question
yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
And then,
definitely. And yeah, I mean, we currently have a feature where you can literally scan an image of yourself, or you can, scan yourself, and it replicates you. I would say somewhere about 90 to 95% accuracy inside the metaverse. as well as we call them the exo suits, where you can purchase those, you can then put them on and stuff like that to use them, and you get different benefits within the metaverse. And I don't know if you have seen, we just released our February trailer, where one of our characters had on a suit, and then they had the golden staff, and they were able to use it fully in regards to literally fingers moving, hand movement, everything as it should. I mean, you're a 3D artist, so you understand the complexity behind that. We have been able to achieve that for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, that's exciting for him. 3D artists like wanting to like build in there.
Yeah.
That's huge. I feel like you're not seeing it in this space. You're just not. No one's talking about that. That is completely unique to you. But I mean, take a look at the attention to detail. Take a look at some of these ships. Take a look at the land and everything like that. I mean, you guys are. I mean, I think that there is huge, huge potential here. Do you guys happen to have a clip of that? I'm not sure if you're ever pull it up on my end, but if you dump it in the private chat, I could go ahead and pull that up, and we can show the folks what that clip was all about. All right, we actually got it right here, so bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this clip, and we're going to check it out. So this is right off of YouTube here. Bear with me. I want to make this look as good as we can coming up. Tymor, man, you are looking good tonight. I'll tell you. What's that background all about while I'm pulling this up?
Yeah, so this is we have shared some pictures of it, but we haven't actually spoken about it. But this is what a commercial farm looks like in our metaverse. Literally have the water hose, everything to it, be able to grow plants and vegetables and stuff like that, and be able to sell them within the metaverse. So you can have a full scale operation, farming operation on or within Exodus, our universe there. So this is something that persons are excited about and looking forward to being able to use in the metaverse for sure.
Yeah, I mean, man, you guys, if you haven't checked this out, got to check it out. There's the website at the bottom there. But let's go ahead and pull this up. I'm going to go ahead and get this rolling. Bear with me. Here we are, and away we go.
Art universe.
Boom. Like the
Oh, that gives me goosebumps every time.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you know, that picture, that backdrop behind you is like, can anybody raid that farm? But I saw that that guy put up a force field, so yeah, that's pretty smart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're on mute there, John.
Well, okay, double mutes. That usually happens to me, especially at meetings at the office. Thank God we're actually moving back away from WebEx. I just feel like I'm talking all the damn time and no one's listening, but it's on my side. So, um, got to check it out, right? Here it again at the bottom here. Here is the link. Jamie, anything you want to say about the project? We covered a lot here, but definitely, we want to give you an opportunity to chime in.
Well, one thing that we shoot for is to give other projects and tokens and their NFTs utility in our metaverse, right? And I come from a background of competitive gaming, so a lot of what we do with alliance features and stuff like that, because in Web3 you have different communities like Doge fans or XRP Army or ETH heads, they all have their own little cliques and they're all clicked up. So we want to give them an opportunity to bring all their friends and fight against, if the Ethereum crew wants to fight against XRP crew or something like that, hey, by all means, come and join the battle. And that's really what we aim for, and as we grow and we update and upgrade everything, we're going to get a lot deeper into the alliance feature, and that's really what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
There you go, John. You can go after B&B.
Well, I mean, there's really no other. No, please, there's no other option. I mean, it's ETH all the way. So, but honestly, I'm glad to hear it, right? Because if you're closed off from other blockchains, right, you're limiting yourself, and there's a whole other side of the world that uses that, right? Me personally, may just be focused on ETH, but Binance, man, if you just block yourself off from that, you're missing so many different users to come into the space. So it's smart. It's huge.
Yeah. Totally smart. Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people, and that's why we've been doing these podcasts and kind of set them up in this kind of fashion to kind of get away with the tribal mindset, and giving everybody basically that opportunity to, kind of come together. And I think that's the best way to get the space to grow a lot faster. Yeah, when we started the podcast, we were like, we're not sure if some projects are going to want to come on, some are not going to want to come on, but we were like, you know what? Everybody's bringing something different to the table, and we're not stepping on anybody else's toes. So I don't see why not. If they want the exposure and this is an opportunity where we can all grow together, then I don't see why not people wouldn't take the advantage on it. So yeah, I give you guys credit for that.
No. I honestly, this is okay now, and I feel like we've been through this. This is history repeating itself, folks. What we have here is we have the bear where we all come together, and then we start shooting off, and we're in the bull, and we're running, and we're all those tribal tendencies come right back, and just for a very moment, just remember at this point, we're all working together, right? To have that singular message. It's awesome. Now, talk about us 6 months from now. I don't even know if we're going to be talking. Binance, what? No, not even an option. But I think that it makes sense. If you think about it at the logical level, the only way that we are going to grow is stronger together. And that's just how it is. So. Well, guys, thank you for that. We definitely want to be mindful of everyone's time. We definitely want to go through the other projects here. So check it out, Exodus Projects. The link was at the bottom. We'll go ahead and make sure that we have all of their Twitter information, their link tree, etc., in there as well. Johnny, we want to turn it over to you, man. We've been hearing a lot about the Lunatics project over the past, it seems like over the past few months. You guys have been around for a little while now, and we're taking a look at your website right now. It's lunaticstoken.com. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, thanks for having us here. Yeah, we have been around for a little while. We launched like in between the Luna Classic crash and the SBF scandal. So it was like hardcore bear market. After the whole Luna crash, and a lot of people got hurt, like big time, financially, emotionally. No one expected such a big crash, and we've known each other for quite some time, and we decided to put a project together with ideas we've been playing around for a long time. But so we called it Lunatics token, kind of memey at the start. And what we did is reward. The whole purpose was during that time, the Luna Classic community really was looking for a burn narrative because the supply inflated so quickly. So we started off with a burn initiative and rewarding our holders, our investors in Luna Classic. So they would get rewarded in Luna Classic, and we as a project would burn Luna Classic. And in the beginning, after launch, there was a lot of hype and stuff. We burnt over 2 billion Luna Classic, which was like 300 and some $1,000. Even MEXC couldn't compete with our burns, and they're an exchange. And Binance at that time wasn't burning, and there was no on-chain burn tax. So that's where we got a lot of eyes on us. Not always good. There was always FUD with that, but so that's how we started, and we've rewarded over 5 billion Luna Classic to our investors. So just around $1 million. And during that time, we've just been working on utilities. The whole idea about Lunatics is creating its own sustainable ecosystem. And we are not partial to one chain. I think DeFi, you have to incorporate all blockchains because there's use cases for everything. And so we launched on BSC, obviously, because Luna Classic, our Terra Classic chain was broken, and BSC has a lot of volume, low gas fees, similar to Terra Classic at the time. So it was an easy transition. And we're launching shortly on Ethereum. And then after that is Terra Classic. We'll launch there. So we'll be those three chains for the meantime, and not limited to, because there's other like Arbitrium. There's plenty of other good chains as well. Solana, as we develop utilities for those chains.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny. I was talking with a good friend of mine today about that. I mean, there are advantages to being on multi chains. And I think you have the right idea if you are going to start off with one. And I get it, right? I think we've all kind of seen it over the years. Projects may start as a meme, but the successful ones don't stay as a meme. There's no value in just being a token. I mean, Doge
No.
is the rarity, right? And when you take a look at, say, like SHIB as an example, they started to build utility. You have to, otherwise you die. And I think you guys have the right idea here. You have to build in that utility. And I mean, you guys, you talk about the tokenomics and I just had this up here. I'm showing that there's no transfer fees on any of this. Is that right? There's no transfer tax.
That's right. We do not believe in penalizing you after you've bought your tokens. You want to shuffle wallets? Fine. We open our BSC to ETH bridge. You can transfer through. There's no transfer taxes. There will be a bridge fee. That's just unavoidable. You want to send to the exchange? No taxes. The taxes are just on purchases and sells.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool. That opens up a lot right there. Yeah, I was watching you guys from your guys' inception when you guys started off, and I actually made a couple of videos on it because, like you said in the beginning, a lot of people got hurt from that Luna crash and everything like that. And I wanted to do my part in trying to help out those who went through the crash. And my buddy was the one who mentioned the crash, and I helped him do a little bit of trading. And he was in Scotland or whatever, so our hours were all crazy, but we were staying up trading on Binance, doing a live stream basically together, and basically trading and stuff like that. But once I saw you guys come out with the project and I saw that there was like some kind of relief for the people, I definitely I dropped some videos on it, and I thought it was a good idea, and I still think it's a good idea. I saw you guys putting a lot of pressure even on to get CZ to answer you guys and get people to start making stuff happen. That really shows the power of not just like the Lunatics, but when the whole community comes together and really pushes on on the same subject, because you know some of these big exchanges really had to answer to what you guys wanted and stuff. So it was pretty impressive, and noticing the power of community and what it can do, because, and also the time that we live in now, right? Because back in the day we couldn't just hit up, you know, the CEO of Microsoft or something like that and tell them we didn't like our Windows 98 or something like that, right? So, you know, considering that we have this ability to use social media on our side, and then with the numbers that we have as community members, especially when it has to do with money, you know, we're going to be very passionate about it. To see us, you know, moving those mountains was really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just like to go a little bit more into what our current situation is. So we started off Mimi, and the reason for that is it was at a bear market. People were looking for a community, looking to belong somewhere, and maybe even make some of the losses back. So the initial thing is you start off and you build a community, and that's what we've done. We've built a solid community. There isn't unhappy people in our community. It's like family already. So then from there, we transition into utility meme, you know, with staking, NFTs, little lottery and stuff like that. And that's okay. That just gives more things to the community, and they're constantly making money off staking and stuff like this. And then now the next phase of our ecosystem is a complete DeFi crypto banking system. And that started development. First stage is DEX swap and wallet. After that is introducing lending and borrowing. And the final stage will be incorporating crypto to fiat. So you will be able to do within our ecosystem whatever crypto you have, not just Lunatics. You will be able to buy it with fiat in your wallet, sell it back to fiat in your wallet. You'll be able to have personalized credit cards. And it's just to bring payment system from crypto to fiat easy, instead of people now have to go to exchanges. There is all these options out there in crypto, but you always have to go here, go there, or go over there. So this way, everybody can do it all in one. And now with the SEC hardcore against staking, and that's just hurting central exchanges. We're on the DEX. It's decentralized. They have no control. And this whole crypto banking off the DEX will be, I think, a big thing for our ecosystem.
Yeah. I think that there's a big concern, especially over the past year, what's going on with the state of all of the central exchanges out there, and right, not your keys, not your wallets, right? We all know the rules, and if you are going to go on a sex out there, make sure you're getting your stuff off. For the love of Pete, make sure that you're putting them on one of these bad boys right here. It doesn't need to be one of these. I don't know which one this is. If you want to send us money for this free advertisement, please. But you just need to make sure that you're safe. And when you have situations like we went through last year, something like what Lunatics is doing and keeping it on a decentralized exchange, man, it's huge, because it just means that they don't necessarily need it for that lift. They got the lift already now. So, I mean, I think the future is definitely bright. I mean, Johnny, what more can you tell us about it?
Well, our roadmap will be released. Our new roadmap and website will be released in the next day or so. I just feel that if you give the people the power to manage their own money, it's going to attract new users and old users, because I have nothing against the central exchange. I mean, Binance has been so helpful and all this and everything. But at the same time, if I'm going to stake my coins or just leave them sit there till the next bull run, I would rather have it in a secure DEX wallet or a secure DEX staking platform where the government couldn't shut it down. And that's what we are creating. And then as for the Luna Classic community, we're very involved there. I'm on the L1 Layer 1 Community Oversight Committee for Lunatics. So we represent Luna Classic to the community as well. And that's just what we're going to do. It's just we're an open, transparent project, and it's built for security, because people realized over the last year how things can go south pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, Johnny, because like projects like yours, keeps that Luna Classic alive. When that was going down, I invested into it, thinking that it was going to go back up. I mean, it probably, hopefully, it's going to go back up. But yeah, I'm invested in now called Luna Classic, and hats off to you, man. Keep doing
Yeah.
what you're doing.
I think Luna Classic has turned into a real life the definition of a moon bag, right? Because I think obviously, we say that cliche thing, not financial advice, but if you hold a little bag of that Luna Classic and just on the side, something that won't hurt you or that you're not going to pay attention to it. Basically, it has some definite upside potential, especially when you see what Johnny has done with the community with Lunatics and the pressure that they put on centralized exchanges. And I'm curious to see, I see you guys are on L Bank and another exchange. It's pretty interesting too what you mentioned about giving people the freedom to control their money, where maybe they'll spread the word more. And I can see where that transfer tax can come into play, because basically being on a couple of centralized exchanges, I'm not sure what the price difference is, but there could be the possibility for arbitrage right there, because considering that there's no transfer tax, if you had Lunatics token and you wanted to move it to that centralized exchange and you saw some potential to make some gains, I guess you guys are giving the people that opportunity right there. So yeah, good job, bro.
Yeah, like we're not here to take all your money. We're here to make everyone rich. So that's how our staking is very lucrative. And with our staking, you also get Luna Classic rewards. So you're benefiting on both chains. And that's why we just promote people, crypto, and you want to make money, you want a community. And then not just that, I know that's the more serious side of our token, but we're also partnered with Exodus. We have a 4,900 acre island with a 4 square kilometer city, and we promote the gamify side of it too, because we enjoy that as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
I think that we're starting to see a theme here, and I wonder, do we feel maybe LoFi could fit into this space as well?
Sure, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's Johnny, thank you. We appreciate you, and guys, got to check it out. It's Lunatics Project. There's a lot going on, and as Johnny had indicated, we got the roadmap coming out over the next few days, so definitely want to check them out. Do your own research, right? We're not trying to force you on anything here, but there's a reason why we're here, and it's to bring the community together. That's assume why you're tuning in. So, Johnny, thank you. LoFi, man, Dreams NFT. So, we were, and it's funny because I feel like this one came out at the right moment, at the right time. Right, LoFi and I were chatting it up over this past week, and I just feel like this was kind of meant to be. LoFi, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with all the NFT goodness that you got in your space?
Yeah, I'm a one of one artist, so it's really interesting because like the whole entire approach to like crypto and stuff, like a lot of people right now, like what has been like the trend has just been like projects, PFPs, doing open edition drops and stuff like that. And I'm kind of just like staying on my own path, I guess you could say. I have like a lot of people that I look up to for inspiration, but I'm also like just trying to like be trendy as well by doing projects and like doing like stuff like that, like where there's multiple PFPs to collect and whatnot. But yeah, I try to tend to push what is being done in the space with like PFPs and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like there should be more quality versus quantity in the space. I feel like that's something that the space needs, I guess you could say. There's like difference and variations of quality. So yeah, this is my collection, 100 Days of NFTs. I have a V1 series, which essentially it's almost sold out. I think there's a few left, but I haven't put them on sale. And yeah, this is the V2 collection, which is the V1 collection, but animated. Every single day, it was made in 24 hours and put up as an NFT and rendered out in 4K quality. So
Cool.
using iRay
Nice.
printers. So yeah,
No,
pretty
no,
intense project for getting like 4K quality
That is
and like
Wow.
do that daily for 100 days straight.
no,
Um,
and no, it's huge, right? And you
Yeah.
take a look at this quality, right? You take a look at this quality. You're not seeing this, right? And I feel like, and frankly, if you're going to build a kind of metaverse, right, you're going to want obviously this type of quality in it.
Yep.
I
Exactly.
mean,
Yep. And
you
that's
know,
where everything kind of expands. It's like, okay, I can make 100 of these characters all animated in one day, right? Each takes one day. I'm like, okay, well, now I have this quality that I can produce and I can do it quick. Like, where projects trying to work with me, like I can license out my characters to be like main characters in your project, or like main characters running around in your video game, or it can be
Right.
licensing out my characters to be, I don't know, part of a music video, a part of, I don't know,
Yes.
like an actual like potentially VTuber, an influencer. Like there's so many different paths you can go down with these hyper-realistic characters that people can portray themselves as and essentially just be and promote. And so I think that's the interesting part about this whole entire collection is like, how deep can you go with one NFT? Like, can one NFT become an actual like AI human? Like, you know, this is a question.
Yeah.
Like how deep can personality go with art? So that's like one of the main things I'm trying to touch in on.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love the art and stuff. I really like it. I like how, it hits you right away when you look at it. It's especially, it's just very powerful. Let's just say that, right? I was curious, with the whole dream stuff. I'm a lucid dreamer. I'm not sure if this girl came to you in your dreams or where this girl came to you or these ideas came to you. Where's the whole idea behind? Not to say it would be a bad idea to have her in the dream, but, I just really liked that, and I liked how there was like you didn't hold back on a lot of it. Even the titles of the NFTs, the way they looked. And not only that, it just wasn't one style of a girl. It was a lot of different types of girls, right? It wasn't just like
I'm
one.
not afraid to like do stuff outside the box and like make
Yeah.
a statement that's in your
Yeah,
face.
definitely.
Like, I'm not afraid to do that because I feel like that's the point of art. And NFTs are like art, but I don't know. I feel like NFTs and art are two different things, but I feel like they can be one thing at the same time as well.
Yeah.
For
sure.
So I like expressing
And the
that.
music behind, I want to ask you, the music behind some of them.
Yes.
I noticed, is that like original music or like
Yes,
the beat or
yeah,
whatever?
I'm a lo-fi producer. I also make future-based music. That's just a side hobby that I kind of quit to proceed in the art world.
Right.
Like I straight up dropped out of music. I was selling beats at one point, stopped that, went straight to commission work. Saw myself getting like 2 to 3 times the amount of money like instantly, just making art for people. And then once that blew up, someone introduced me to NFTs. Got into NFTs within the first like 4 to 5 months. Started learning 3D art. Then within like this first like 8 months, 7 to 8 months, I sold my first NFT for $4,600 at 1 ETH when ETH was at like its highest point. And ever since then, I was like, yep, this is what I'm going to continue doing.
I mean, I liked it, and the beat that you had to that the Chainsmoker one, that's the one I liked. It was really cool. I liked it. That I was like, man, I might get a copy strike, but I'm gonna play some of this. So just letting you know, you might have to copy strike me.
Do you have a YouTube channel that plays like your lo-fi music? Have you ever considered doing that mixed with your art?
I have a SoundCloud that I used to post on, but I don't post anymore. So honestly, right now, all this stuff that's like just music that's not been released. It's in the NFT. But I'm going down this path right now in my art career where I'm making art for like top level like producers in the world, like Artbat, for example. I don't know if any of you know who that is. Artbat Music's like an EDM producer. There's 2 guys, DJs. And yeah, they're performing at EDC Mexico in a few days, and I made some visuals for them. And so yeah, I'm starting to get into that world of making visuals for like top notch like musicians that like play everywhere.
I think you said something pretty cool and some good ideas as well, like adding those NFTs to like those games or even music videos and stuff like that. I think I haven't heard nobody say anything like that. I'm not sure if that's something that's norm in the NFT world. I'm not an artist. I'm more of a math person, but I think that's a great idea, even adding them to the movies and backdrops of videos, everything. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can see some of those NFTs definitely in a video or something, or I don't know if you guys remember Vice City back in the day, but you go in the club and you see one of these girls up in there doing their thing. So yeah, cool, man. It's pretty cool, man. I gotta give it to you.
I mean, I feel like you're right. You're right. If you are in the Exodus project and you're kind of roaming around and you're building your plots of lands and you're fighting and everything like that, well, you're gonna need a place to chill too. And I feel like I wonder if Dreams NFT is the right place to go and chill. But I'm just throwing it out there.
With the
I don't
lo-fi
know.
music too. Yeah, with the
Oh,
lo-fi
yeah.
music
Oh,
too in the
yeah.
club.
Hey, I mean, you gotta
Oh.
have your babe, right? You gotta have your wife in this Exodus world. Might as well get one.
Yeah.
I've got 20 already. I don't know what you guys are talking about. No, I listen. I mean, the stuff that you're doing is definitely next level. And I mean, if you take a look at the path that you've taken over the past, the past year or so, I mean, you're definitely on the right trajectory. I wonder what do next steps look like for you?
Honestly, the next steps is I'm like falling behind like certain artists in the space that are really like going a certain direction, and I see them like continuing to thrive in this direction, and I'm just like right here, like I'm right here behind them, and they're like right here, and I'm like watching them, and I'm kind of just like slowly calling up with them because they're mentoring me along the way, And they're like, this is the way you need to start going. Go this way. Get this type of influence. Start working with these people. Like they're pushing me to like expand as an artist to get to like the level, like for example, for like People is like People's done so much stuff in like the commercial world and all that stuff, and now he's just a world renowned artist, and his art's worth like thousands, if not millions of dollars, And so like I feel like the NFT space is a place for people like that want to grow like that can grow. Like they can if they go on the right path, they got the right support, they got the right momentum, and they're just continuously growing. I feel like in 20 years, who knows, maybe I could be like surpassing people, Like so I feel like just following your crowd of influence that's doing really good in the space is like kind of the direction I'm headed, I guess you could say. Like I'm just kind of like following the trends, but like also at the same time I don't want to follow the trends because I want to be on my own path. Like I don't want to be a normie, I guess you could say. But yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys, like all you guys are on the right path, because I believe like NFT projects, NFT gaming is the most easiest onboarding, to get into the crypto space. So yeah, definitely I commend you guys. You guys keep on pushing forward. And just I know, like what John was saying, when in the bear market, the projects, or what I was saying in the previous episode, that's the meta where everybody's coming together, doing also like being adaptable to multi-chain, and that's the way to go to to grow the project and get your project name out there. And hopefully it'll stay in the bull. Hopefully we don't go back into that tribalism. Hopefully we keep on going and don't stop the collaboration, because like why not? What let's just keep on going, keep on building, keep on growing. The more you do that, the higher the success will be for each and all of our projects.
No, I mean, you're right. And the problem is that we've seen that repeat itself consistently over the years. Up, we're in our own bubbles. Down, we're together. Up, we're in our own bubbles, and down, we're together. When does that stop? And I mean, really, I think that if you take a look at any sustainable economy out in the real world, IRLs, what you want to do is you want to work together. That's the only way to succeed. Why do we have to be that way? I don't know. Maybe it's just because we are, I don't know, inherently greedy. Maybe it's because we believe our projects are truly better than everyone else's out there. And that's okay to feel like that sometimes. But really, I feel like, and this is a great example of three different examples of projects that are coming together, potentially coming together and just killing it. Now, what do you think? Are we going to come together moving forward? Is next year all about that? Peace,
Well,
love,
yeah, what I want to say on that is
war.
this is a like we keep embarking on brand new stuff, right? So it's really hard to get, you know, I'm a pattern driven person and can pay attention to patterns, but this is the first time that we've had the bull market that we had with the big influx of new adopters. It's also the first time that we've had social media kind of wrap itself around to accept crypto when we're talking about Twitter spaces and stuff like that. So, you know, I've been in crypto since 2017. These things did not exist at whatsoever. You know, you just had to figure it out on your own. And even from the last bull market to where we're at now, there's this like higher level of connectivity with spaces, Telegram being another one, Discord turning into basically a home for NFTs. So I'm very curious to see, you know, was this bear market the perfect storm, right? Because obviously these things had to happen. Some of these exchanges were doing malpractices and whatnot like that, and we got to see what was really going on. But you know, we got the projects like Lunatics that brought all the, you know, the Luna Classic people together. We got these NFT projects like LoFi that can come together and bring some things to the table. And now we have this like new level of connectivity, right? With Twitter Spaces, AMAs. We're doing this on Restream right now. So I'm very curious to see, because this next bull market is going to be brand new. Yeah, it's gonna look similar. It's gonna be, you know, have some familiar sense or whatnot, but you know, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be hard for us to break some of the bonds that we made over this bear market, because we didn't have these same opportunities in the last bear market, which I lived through in 2017 after it topped out at 19K and then pulled back. You were just alone. And anybody that you were around and you talked about crypto, they were like, I told you it was a scam. It was like, you know what? I'm just not talking to nobody. Just for we didn't have the Telegrams and the Twitter spaces to find the right people to talk to. And you know, my YouTube channel is a great example of you know, the difference, because I was trying to convince 15, 20 people about cryptocurrency. And you know, it was an uphill battle through sand and storm, where, you know, I'm almost at 12,000 subscribers, where you know, it's a lot easier to tell 12,000 people who want to listen about crypto compared to, you know, the 15, 20 people that's around our immediate circle that just doesn't want to hear it. So I think we're in a way addicted to that camaraderie that we have right now, right? That understanding with NFTs. If we're an NFT project, if you're a Web3 marketplace like BRB Cash, or, you know, if you're the Lunatics who saved Luna Classic from, you know, just completely burning to the ground and whatnot, I think it's going to be hard for us to kind of let go of those bonds. I think this is going to be brand new, and I can only hope and be optimistic that we continue to grow together, and, you know, maybe more social media platforms open up to make it easier for us as well.
Yeah, I just want to add that real quick. I mean, piggyback on what Rico said. Definitely, like, we are coming to like a whole bunch of different projects, ideas from the last run. Now it's coming over. We're going to the bull. You know, it's inevitable. I want to tell you, I was an XRP army. I mean, I still believe in XRP, but I was a tribal. You know, I was one of those. You could call me tribalism, but you know, when things got shaky, you know, my mind got open. I'm open to like other things. I mean, yeah, me and Texan Whale, we would always have our debates.
You're welcome.
Maybe his, you know, his mind, you know, is a little bit more open. Mine is a little bit more open than his, but yeah, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. So I'm not with the, you know, narrow-minded as I was before. So the space keeps ever evolving, and it's a great thing. And you know, it's just like everyone's searching for that sustainability, that ongoing, the security, and yeah. So I do believe that, you know, we're going to continue to come together heading into the bull market.
And one more thing, because John, you're muted. I saw you're muted on anyways. You know, like, let's say like when Twitter opens up getting paid through you know, where Dogecoin is a payment, you know, and we start bringing more people in and these incentivizing people, you know, that's one of the ways we get more people to adopt. And then you add that with a social media platform, that's going to be brand new in itself, where, you know, we're going to be talking to people that are like-minded individuals. And yeah, like I said, I'm optimistic that to see what happens this next bull market. And if I see any of you guys change up, I'm going to call you on it. I'm joking.
No, for sure, and it's funny, right? It's funny, and it's true, because we're going to call you out on it. So Enrico's going to come looking for you. So just keep it in mind. But listen, guys, we appreciate everyone coming out tonight. We do want to wrap it up because we want to be mindful of everyone's time. But we do want to focus a little bit on our BRB cash giveaway, right? So we're giving away another 1 million. This is another 1 million tokens. This is as we approach our central exchange that we cannot talk about who we're going with, but it's coming. You'll know within, say, I don't know, the next week. Oh, yes.
Oh, that's alpha.
Boom.
That's
Nice.
alpha.
So pay attention to that. But we do want to congratulate. It is a Barbara Inu #1 as
Awesome.
at Barbara Inu #1. She's been chilling like a villain lately,
Love it.
and we appreciate her interaction. So, Barbara, if you're listening, Barbara Inu #1, go ahead and take a look at your inbox on Twitter. And congratulations. So, I do want to, before we wrap this whole thing up, I want to go around. I want to go around the room, right? And we're gonna start with Johnny, because Johnny, you're right on my scope here. What anything you want to say to these fine folks listening in tonight?
Just thanks for being here and everything like that. I don't have any questions for Exodus as we communicate on a regular basis with them. Except I think that golden staff, I think that's to prevent me from doing anything to Russell. But
maybe.
Dreams, I had a question for you. Are you open for collaborations with other projects, like if for NFT design
Yeah.
and development?
Boom.
I recently
Boom indeed.
just got into a contract for a decent chunk of money with a metaverse project, but I'm open to doing other stuff as well because I don't have a time limit on that. They kind of just gave me like get this done type thing, and I'm like, okay. So
Okay, so people,
yeah,
if they are listening and they have an NFT project and they need a designer or an artist,
Yep.
they can reach out to you.
Yep. I'm totally open to that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
That
thanks
is
a lot.
epic. That's what this is about.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, and really, it is what
Sorry.
this is about. It's
Can't go wrong
totally
with
what this
that.
is. I think it really is bringing it together, right? And if you take a look at it, and we talked about this with Ben on the line a few episodes back with BSC News, right? You wouldn't expect to see an ETH head, someone like myself, in the same room as Ben. And times are changing, and they have to. Let's just keep it in focus, folks. And this is what we're trying to do right here. So, Bronze, what do you say? What's on your radar? Anything you want to close with?
Not. I mean, I kind of said my piece. I just want to give Tymor and Jamie their shine. Their close
Absolutely,
comments.
yeah, Johnny, yeah, for sure. Lo-fi, thank you for that. But yeah, definitely. Project Exodus. What do we got? Timor, what you got?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having us, and hope this is just the first of many. Um, pretty open to that. Definitely see a opportunity for some form of collab with Dreams. Probably, who knows, Dream Space or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, we'll definitely chat, and we'll see what we can come up with. But yeah, definitely looking forward to. Yeah, looking forward to see a lot of you. If not everybody, in the Exodus Metaverse, whenever it goes live, very very soon. Hey, if you're just wanting to go in there to fish, we have that. You can do fishing and
Nice.
play golf. It's
Absolutely.
pretty much real life. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
All right. Well, no, I like it. I like it. Can we drink some beers while we're fishing in there, or what?
Oh yeah. There's actually
Bottoms up.
Well, then count me in. Count me in. But thank you also for the disclaimer: 2% of every collab that's going on to the space. No, I'm just kidding. Jamie, what about you? What say you?
I just want to thank everybody for showing up, listening to what we had to say about Exodus and the other projects on today. And if you haven't already, once we close tonight, go ahead and give us a follow on Twitter and check out our website and stay tuned for all of our future updates and Oh, we just opened up our Telegram, so check out our Twitter and be sure to join the Telegram. If you have any questions or any collab ideas or something, feel free to hit me up.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. That was actually one of my first questions. Where's the TG? Where is the TG? I'm thinking, well, okay, they must have a Discord. No. All right. So when's the Discord coming, Jamie? Oh, right on the spot. No, it's okay. We'll save that for next time. We'll save that for next time. But definitely got to check out their TG for sure. It's coming. Check out their posts. I'm sure it'll be there. Check out their link tree. Yeah, it's all about getting the communication out there and allowing the communities to come together. So, LoFi, what say you, sir?
Oh, I just want to say just thanks for having me on. Thanks for everyone who's been here. Hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about myself and all these other people. It's been awesome being here. Honestly, super excited to just see what the future has to hold. I think there's a lot going on for everyone in the space, whether you're one artist or a project or whatever you're doing. I think all of us are gonna see light and stuff like that soon. So
Yeah.
super excited just for the
sure.
future, what crypto has to hold for everyone, honestly.
No, absolutely. And I think you're right, right? It's all about coming together. It's all about bringing the projects together. And, I feel like, man, I'm just feeling it tonight. Anyone want to sing Kumbaya? I got my guitar here somewhere. No, for sure. Honestly, when you take a look at the three projects that we have out tonight, you have this potential, and the potential is there. And when they all come together, man, I'm telling you, we are stronger together, and that's what this is all about. Rico, what say you? Want to wrap this up?
If you don't hear boom, that is not a BRB true exclusive. That's about it. I had a good time.
There it is.
Expect some videos from your guys' projects. We'll spread the word. You guys can tag me on Twitter. If you guys want something to get a little bit more exposure, just tag me and we'll get it out there and we'll get some videos done as well. But yeah, this was a BRB true exclusive.
There it is, right there, and boom, and and we think about it, right? Just understand one thing, right? We understand the importance of community. We understand bringing everyone together. That's kind of what we're doing with our marketplace, right? We want to make sure that everyone is coming together and understanding that you have a place that you can sell your NFTs, that you could talk about your metaverse, that you can integrate the NFTs into the metaverse, etc. Use the crypto to buy the digital needs. You know what? But you know what? Scratch that. Use the crypto to buy what you need. And it's not just digital, right? And that's kind of what we're about. So check us out as well. But thank you everyone for coming out tonight. We certainly appreciate you. Man, I definitely want to do this again. You guys are all more than welcome to come back. This was one hell of an episode. So, guys, have a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right.